Welcome to the new video. Old crypto coin, the Kennedy half dollar, is one of the most iconic coins in American history. Introduced in 1964 to honor the late President John F. Kennedy after his assassination, this 50-cent piece has captured the imagination of collectors and historians alike. But among the many years it was minted, the 1971 Kennedy half dollar hold a unique and surprising position. Today, we're diving deep into the story behind the most expensive 1971 Kennedy half dollar ever sold. What makes it so special, how it was discovered, and why collectors are willing to pay a fortune for a coin that, to the average person, might seem utterly ordinary. To understand the significance of the 1971 Kennedy half dollar, we need to step back in time. The Kennedy half dollar was first struck in 1964, just months after JFK's tragic assassination in Dallas. The coin was designed as both a tribute and a circulating piece of currency. Initially made of 90% silver, the composition was later reduced to 40% silver between 1965 and 1970. Then, in 1971, the U.S. Mint made a major change. The Kennedy half dollar would no longer contain any silver for circulation strike coins. It was now made of copper-nickel clad, similar to dimes and quarters of the same era. Given that millions of 1971 Kennedy half dollars were minted and most contained no silver, you might be wondering, what makes one of them worth thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars? The answer lies in a few incredibly rare errors and anomalies. One such error is the accidental striking of a 1971 half dollar on a leftover 40% silver planchet from 1970. These wrong planchet coins were never meant to exist. But somehow, a handful escaped into circulation, and their discovery set the numismatic world abuzz. The first known 1971 Kennedy half dollar struck on a silver planchet was discovered by chance. A collector noticed that the coin looked slightly different, a brighter sheen, a distinct ring when dropped, and a heavier weight. Upon testing, it was revealed that the coin was, in fact, struck on a 40% silver planchet, likely a leftover blank that mistakenly made it into the 1971 minting process. That mistake transformed what should have been a common coin into a rare, high-value collectible. So how does a collector or expert confirm such an error? The first clue comes from the coin's weight. A standard 1971 Kennedy half dollar weighs about 11.34 grams. A 40% silver coin weighs closer to 11.5 grams. That slight difference is measurable with a sensitive scale. Secondly, a metallurgical analysis can reveal the coin's actual composition. Lastly, the sound test, where a silver coin makes a high-pitched ringing sound when tapped, can provide a strong hint before scientific tests confirm the truth. Now let's talk numbers. While a regular 1971 Kennedy half dollar is worth face value, 50 cents, one of these rare silver planchet era coins can sell for thousands. In one high-profile auction, a 1971 D. Kennedy half dollar struck on a 40% silver planchet sold for over $13,000. Other examples have fetch prices ranging from $5,000 to over $10,000, depending on condition, strike quality, and collector demand. These values aren't just arbitrary. They reflect rarity, historical significance, and the sheer thrill of owning a mistake that wasn't supposed to exist. Another interesting aspect is the different mint marks and production types. The 1971 half dollar was produced at the Philadelphia and Denver mints. No mint mark means it was struck in Philadelphia, while a D indicates Denver. There were no silver coins officially produced in 1971, except for some special strikes or errors. However, some collectors claim to have seen or even owned Kennedy halves with proof-like finishes or slight anomalies, all of which add layers of complexity to the 1971 coin story. When dealing with high-value coins, authentication is critical. Reputable grading services like PCGS and NGC provide not only confirmation of a coin's authenticity, but also assign a grade based on its condition. A coin graded MS 65 or higher is especially desirable. Many of the known silver era coins have been professionally graded, giving collectors confidence in their purchases. Without grading, even a genuine silver era coin might be undervalued or dismissed as fake. If you're hoping to find one of these rare coins yourself, here are a few tips. First, weigh the coin. If it's heavier than 11.34 grams, it might be silver. Next, examine the edge. A copper-nickel coin has a distinct copper color ring, while a silver coin's edge is uniformly silver gray. Finally, if you're suspicious or hopeful, consider getting the coin tested. There are affordable XRF analyzers that can test for silver content, or you can consult with a local coin dealer or expert. In the collector world, few things are more exciting than the hunt for error coins. Forums, online communities, and YouTube channels buzz with stories of people finding rare varieties in rolls of half-dollars from the bank. Some collectors dedicate their time to searching $500 boxes from the Federal Reserve, hoping to score silver, proofs, or error coins. The possibility of finding a rare 1971 silver error coin in circulation still excites thousands of hobbyists. Take, for instance, the story of a collector in Pennsylvania who unknowingly spent years hoarding 1971 Kennedy half-dollars for their historical value. It wasn't until he brought one to a coin show for appraisal that a dealer spotted something unusual. The coin was heavier than normal. Further testing revealed it was struck on a silver planchet. That 50-cent piece turned out to be worth over $9,000. Stories like these continue to fuel interest and speculation in the coin world. While the 1971 silver error is valuable, it's not the only high-priced Kennedy half-dollar. The 1964 SMS Special Mint Set Kennedy Half, for example, is another coin of extraordinary rarity and value, with some examples selling for over $45,000. The 1970 D, a 40% silver coin made only for collectors, is also quite rare. But what sets the 1971 silver error apart is that it wasn't supposed to exist at all, making it a true anomaly. In numismatics, rarity is king. A coin's value isn't just about what it's made of. It's about how many exist, how many are known collectors, and how difficult they are to obtain. The 1971 Kennedy half-dollar silver error ticks all those boxes. It's a coin born of accident, scarcity, and mystery. For collectors, that kind of story is worth far more than the metal itself. You might be thinking it's too late to find one of these treasures. But believe it or not, 1971 Kennedy half-dollars are still widely circulated and commonly available at banks, coin shops, and estate sales. While most are clad and worth little more than face value, it only takes one rare find to make the hunt worthwhile. Keep your eyes open, especially for those with unusual weight or coloration. As time passes and more collectors enter the hobby, rare error coins like the 1971 silver half-dollar are only going to increase in value. The market has consistently shown a strong upward trend for authentic, well-preserved error coins. As fewer examples remain in circulation and more are locked away in private collections, demand is likely to outstrip supply, driving prices even higher. So there you have it. The incredible story of the most expensive 1971 Kennedy half-dollar. What began as a simple act of minting a coin turned into a mysterious error, a hidden treasure